League slop? Yeah, we can take a look at the league slop, sure. Early Snezhnaya roadmap, a lot of early info that could be easily changed. Vesna, Stellar Swirl DPS, mostly plunge related, has a lot of movements, applies Animo incredibly fast. I am happy to see that for two reasons. One, lots of movements generally means more fun gameplay. And two, applies Animo incredibly fast means actual potentially meaningful elemental interactions that are more than just a cosmetic reaction. Holy. Alright. Vodi needs a Stellar Swirl support, Res Shred to Cryo Hydro Animo, Quills to Cryo and Stellar Swirl damage, heals, very, very important for Vesna. C0 looks like a bait for Skirk unless you pull cons. Oh god. Yeah, Skirk is dead in the water. Goodbye, Skirk. Goodbye. Valeri. Stellar Conduct on-field support, sustain, parry mechanics similar to Beto, has team-wide buffs, and it does a good amount of damage. Okay, listen. On-field support and does a good amount of damage aren't really, like, that's just a carry, man. Like, yeah, so it's like Lohan, right? Like, but, alright. Okay. So basically, Sandrona is dead, right? Is what we're saying here. Mitya, Stellar Conduct off-field DPS, not a support/sub DPS. Only does damage off-field under certain limited conditions. So, I mean, I have to go for Yai. I hope not. Oh yeah, Banner's gone anyways. Okay, good. 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 It's too late anyways. So the Tsaritsa, hard to tell because there's a lot of different kit drafts. She does seem to be both a DPS and support for all Stellar, with more focus on DPS. And Anitsa, Stellar Conduct support, Res Shred, Shielder, some sub DPS. Why does basically no one do Stellar Swirl? Because Vesna Full Premium will already be power creep and the best thing in the meta. So they don't need to release other things after it. So true. Additional info? Most likely outdated. Okay, well, I mean, whatever. If it's outdated, then why is it here? Read it anyways. I mean, there's nothing here, right? Like, it's just EM into attack. Wow. They're feeling, ooh, you know, they're feeling spicy today. Instead of converting a portion of your 8% of your attack into EM, up to 160 EM, they're going to convert some of your EM into attack. Daring today, aren't we? Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, so she moves, and her burst is a nuke. Okay. Voyager needs a Res Shred, flat damage. Cool. Energy problems. Whatever. Alright. Future buffs. It is true. It is true. It is true. It is true that buffs will happen more frequently. There should be 22 characters buffed in character buffs in total in 7.x. Some notable things outside of just being able to do stellar/lunar damage. Xiao, similar to Sino, he doesn't really need burst to enter the state. Holy. The ER leaderboards for Xiao are going to be gone. Is Nick cooked? Is he placed high on the high ER leaderboards? Actually, it doesn't matter because the set will change. But it's fine. Jean getting the Res Shred from C4 will be less annoying. Okay, that's good. Because unironically, like, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter for most people. But, like, well, the main reason why Jean C4 has been, like, completely worthless forever is because it's garbage uptime and the AoE is, like, garbage. This makes it actually useful, maybe, so cool. Wanderer, interruption resistance. Okay. I mean, that's good. That could make him less reliant on shields. I think back on Wanderer release, him having some shield reliance, where, like, if you played him really well, you could get away without needing a shielder, was, like, probably a positive in terms of kit design. But at this point, team building is so, like, set in stone that it doesn't really matter anymore. And now it's not really like, ooh, like, am I gonna be playing, like, Lila for a shield or, I don't know, like, Farina for a little bit more damage? Although you didn't play for an on-release, but like you get the point, right? Now it's just, do I own Nicole so I can have a shield? Or do I not so I have to play a team that's like 50% worse? So like, reliance on interruption resistance doesn't really make it get more interesting anymore. What's the best Wanderer team at the moment? I mean, it's Zabai, Linnea, Columbina, but the best Wanderer carry team? I'm not sure. Nicole Duran makes sense. Farazan, yeah. Farazan over Prune. Farazan is better if you're... Like, okay. If you think of Farazan as the baseline, in order for Prune to be as good as Farazan, the carry needs to be Hex and almost exclusively Animo damage. Wait, sorry. Let me try that again. If you think of Farazan as the baseline, if the carry does only Animo damage, Prune will be worse if the carry isn't Hex. Alright, so Prune is like equivalent to Farazan for characters that deal only Animo damage. Wait, did the stream crash? Or is this a joke about how my brain crashed? No? Oh, okay. I got distracted. GG. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, right. Farazan versus Prune. Let's try that again. One more time. Okay, one more time. So, if you think of Farazan as the baseline, if the carry does only Animo damage, they need to be Hex for Prune to be as good. If the carry does not do only Animo damage, Prune is generally about as good even if they aren't Hex, right? So, if you have a non-Hex fully Animo carry, Prune will be worse than Farazan. If you have a non-Hex split damage carry, Prune would be about as good. And if you have a Hex Animo carry, Prune will be about as good. And a Hex split damage carry, Prune will be better. Right? So that's why for Varka, because she's Hex split damage, which are the two things that Prune is better at than Farazan. Right? Then she is better. Basically, you have split damage and you have Hex as factors. If one of the factors is there, they're about as good. If they're both there, Prune is better. If neither are there, Prune is worse. For Varka, both are there. For Wanderer, neither is there. So for Varka, Prune is better, and for Wanderer, Farazan is better. Is there anyone else who deals split damage? Not right now, really. Kind of. Chaska doesn't really count because she... Like, you wouldn't even think about using Farazan with her. Venti? Nah, Venti is like 90% Animo damage. It's not really split. Razor's not Animo at all. Lanyan. I mean, I guess, sure. Lanyan is split damage. True. True enough. But Lanyan is also kind of a quick swap unit, so you can use Farazan charge attack, so she's kind of still better than Prune. I think. Unless I'm severely underestimating Prune charge attack spam, but I don't think I am. Yeah, also, I guess I skipped over that. Zhongli infusion, whatever the fuck that means. Does he give an infusion to an element? Does he get a Geo infusion? Does he switch his drink of choice from osmanthus wine to a herbal infusion? I don't know. Zhongli wall cancels incoming. I don't think Zhongli has any good wall cancel stuff. Zhongli's N4 is like so much better than any of his other strings. I guess that's because of Crescent Pike though. So maybe that's not true. If he gets actual numbers. But if they do give him actual numbers, it'd probably be in his passive that buffs each hit, which is kind of the same as Crescent Pike, right? Kind of hard, but it's also like his attack swing is already pretty fucking fast. So I doubt wall cancels would be good. It's the N5, not the N4. I forgot, but still. Like the N5 having 4 hits is just like if the buffs go here, right, on the individual hit numbers instead of on like the numbers here, and then there wouldn't be any wall cancel bullshit for sure. And if the changes are to the like numbers directly, you probably just charge attack spam. This application would be crazy with so many hits. It's pretty good, yeah. I remember back in the day, in Abyss 11, when the Abyss Heralds came out, doing Chongyun Zhongli to get through the shields faster.